Hello guys and welcome to our channel. Today's video is a test of unique gadget. Actually, it's a USB cable for charging Apple devices and other gizmos with mini USB ports. There are all kinds of USB cables on the market, but this particular one has been made into a carabiner, resembling those used for mountain climbing. However, it says here you shouldn't use it for that purpose. The first thing about Nomad Clip that draws your attention is its size. It's pretty big. You could say it's rather chunky and thick. There are tiny cables available, and so it seems this clip could have been twice as small, but it isn't. Maybe it's a question of durability? The funny thing is that its basic use, hooking your keys to it, presents a challenge for Nomad Clip. It's too big, too thick to let a key ring slide on it freely. Nomad describes its clip as the most rugged one yet. Let's see if that's true. If something is supposed to be worn outdoors, it's safe to assume it's going to get wet or dirty. So we left it in the rain and let it fall into a muddy puddle. The first thing to notice is a lack of actual sealing. After pulling the USB and lightning connectors out, you can notice mud and dirt on them. You'd think that a small rubber seal is a no-brainer for such device. For some reason, Nomad thought otherwise. Due to this oversight, you can't use a muddy Nomad Clip without rinsing it first. Just to make sure that everything got properly soaked, we gave our Nomad a nice bath. Just as any other USB cable, Nomad Clips works fine after getting dry. Just shake the water and let tissue do the rest. It says on Clip that it's not for climbing, but we wanted to see whether several dozens of pounds will be a strain for it. Well, it's carabiner, right? We started with 17 pounds and increased the weight gradually, finishing with 52 pounds. Such weight was not a problem for Clip. If something may end up on the ground, it may also get stomped on. We had to test it. Falling down might be one of the most common causes for equipment getting damaged, so we've simulated downfalls from the height of waist. That is one of the most probable for Clip. After several downfalls, getting stomped on and holding weight, Clip seems to be working. However, it's significantly scratched and dented. The tests have revealed that the plastic it's made of, although pleasant to touch, it's very soft and vulnerable to damage. What's interesting is that the metal parts are also made of very soft steel. Alright, we couldn't resist. We hate when someone is telling us what we can and can't do. It says it's not for climbing. We had to see if it's true. I weigh 220 pounds and it appears I really shouldn't use Nomad Clip for climbing. It held my weight but got all twisted. I wouldn't trust it with my life. Nomad Clip didn't stand the test, but the clip supporting it, the simplest and the cheapest we could get, remained untouched. This means that either the materials that Nomad is made of or its design are faulty. After all these tests, it was only right to see if Nomad Clip fulfills its main purpose, that is charging. So we plugged it for the last time to our power bank and to iPad, and everything worked fine. All the beating it took hasn't affected the wire, but only clip itself. It's a good news. The question is, what can we use Nomad Clip for? In our opinion, paradoxically, it doesn't work as a key holder. It's too big, too thick, too chunky to make it a convenient experience. Even on its thinner side, it's still too thick to let a key ring move along it. What's the use for it then? Well, you can use it with a backpack to fasten equipment you want to have handy and you don't want to lose. But for this price, I think of an alternative. What is Nomad Clip in the end? It's really a small, thin USB cable for charging mobile devices, packed into a chunky clip that doesn't fit anything. As an example of an alternative solution, I can show you a cheap little USB cable that costs only a couple of bucks, which has a USB plug twice as small as the one in Nomad Clip. If you compare both cables, you can see how huge Nomad is. After hooking some keys, you can barely feel this little cable. It's almost imperceptible, and that's how things should be. Nomad Clip, on the other hand, impedes you more than helps.